What's up, Facebook family? This is your boy Anthony Poindexter Ferris coming at you live from my house. Um, Poindexter's not my real name. You guys know that. Most of my siblings have middle names except me, so I gave myself a middle name since Mama didn't give me a middle name. But anyway, hope everybody's doing fine. Hope everybody's safe and just doing what you need to do. Hope everybody's staying prayerful. We're gonna get through this. I do want to share with you guys from the topic of, do I need a mask? Do I need a mask? Now, we know that the CDC and a lot of other agencies were saying that, people, the public at large, really don't need a mask and basically there's a shortage of masks and they wanted the healthcare workers to get the masks. And I understand that if you're on the front line and you're dealing with people that you don't know whether or not they have the virus or not, anybody on the front line, whether you're nurses, your store attendants, people that have to stand and just watch masses of people come in front of you, those are the people who need a mask, hands down. I have no problem with that. I even ordered some masks to send to a friend of mine, and those masks haven't gotten here yet. They took the money out of my account, but they won't account for the masks. And pretty much the demand is so great, they're taking the masks and taking them where they need to go to or selling them who they need to go to. A lot of stuff going on that we probably don't even know about concerning masks. So, but I've always had the mindset is that it's better to have a mask than not to have a mask. Or some say, well, if you don't have a certified mask, it really can't stop molecules of the coronavirus to get in, and arguably so. But I still think that a mask is better than no mask. Well, why would they tell you not to? Why would they tell you to put your cough in your sleeve, cough in your hand, not cough in your hand, but cough in a handkerchief or in a towel, if that was the case? So some barrier between what goes from you and what goes to you. Okay. When it comes to transmitting the virus to somebody else, I think you almost have to look at every person that you come in contact with as a potential person who may have the virus, because we simply don't know who has the virus. We just simply don't know. I've greeted some people before and they say, man, I wouldn't put the virus on you, man. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong, dude? Give me some love, man. I know you wouldn't do it intentionally, and I wouldn't do that intentionally to you. But because we don't know if the virus is on us, we don't know if it's something that we touched while we was at the store, we accidentally rubbed our sleeve, we hug somebody, we transmit the virus, we cough in somebody's face, somebody cough in our face. So when it comes to the idea of a mask, I'm just of the mindset it's better to have one and not need it than to need it and not have it. Now, that brings me to the point, where can you get a mask from? You go to Lowe's, you go to any store, you can't even buy the paper mask at most stores. They're just completely sold out. And tomorrow, from what I understand, the governor, that tomorrow starts when we're supposed to be stay-at-home policy. Okay, so what happens if you don't have a mask? You still have to go out. You might have to go to the store. You might have to go to the doctor, and you don't have a mask. And so what I want to share with you guys is a trick that I used to do back when I used to work construction. And I'm not going to say where, but it was somewhere across the river. And we were pouring grout. And I never forget, we weren't using masks at the time because they just didn't tell us to use masks. And I had a problem with that because as we would tear open those bags of grout, all that dust would just float up in the air. And we'd be doing that 8-10 hours a day sometimes. And so I started using a towel wrapped around my head, because what would happen, we go at the end of the shift, everybody washing up, and you blow your nose and you just blow all this black stuff out of your nose. And I'm saying, man, that stuff has to get into your lungs. And if it's grout, concrete powder, it's got to do some kind of damage when it gets in your lungs and just stays there over time. So I had a technique that I used. I would get a towel and wet it, and the guys would laugh at me. But at the end of the day, they were the ones coughing up all that black stuff, and I was going home with clear lungs. So what I want to share with you guys right now is, if you don't have a mask, what can I do? And I think this is an excellent mask. It's an excellent barrier. So I'm going to show you 3 things you need to make your makeshift mask until you can get your hands on an N95 mask. And preferably, we won't need any mask at all, because this thing will be over. You're going to need 3 things. You're going to need some baby oil. I'll explain why later. Because some of us is ashy, but I'm just teasing. Other thing you're going to need is Velcro strips, and you can get these at Walmart or any store that haven't sold out of these. And the most important thing is a microfiber cloth. Now I use these to wax the car. Y'all, most of y'all know that's my hobby. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that tomorrow. on my off time, along with praying. I'm going to be praying, but I'm going to be waxing the cars because that's just what I like to do. It helps me unwind. It helps me relax. But anyway, this is an excellent cloth. I use these for everything, for washing dishes. I take baths with them. And it's also, it makes an excellent mask. Now, if you're the fashion conscious person and you may not like this mask because it's going to, you almost look like a bandit with it on. But it's all about protection, okay? So this post is for people who don't have a mask and you need a mask. And there are a lot of people who are selling masks, so this is no shade to people who are selling masks and making masks. I have no problem with that. I support it, man. Everybody do anything that we can to help anybody. All right, but these are for the people that you don't have access. So anyway, you can get your bag of microfiber cloths, and I'm gonna show you what you do with it. Okay, you take the cloth. I'm not used to live streaming, so y'all got to kind of bear with it. Anyway, you take the cloth, put it across your chest. Hopefully you're clean. You take your baby oil, put it in your hand, rub it in your hand, rub it down the mask. Now, microfiber cloth by itself is a great filter. But what happens when you put the baby oil on the inside, anything, dirt, debris, or particles get trapped in the oil, and it's even a better way to keep it from getting in your nose. The whole idea is to filter the air that you breathe, going in and going out. Now, after that, you wipe your hands, take your cloth, fold it like so, okay? And so you're going to put it on over your mouth. You're going to go back here. All right, I'm going to lay this down for a minute, get my piece of Velcro strip. I got the kind of sticky on that backside. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but anyway. All right, so you're going to take the Velcro and put it on one end. I'm going to show you how that's supposed to look. So you put your Velcro on that end. Your other part of the Velcro is facing that way. And what I like about it, the oil is on the middle, so it's like you're getting a it's like a double filter. All right, you take that, put it across your nose, and then you attach your Velcro. Okay, now, two things I like about this. It covers up, it can cover your ears if you want it to. And it goes all the way down. If you got a shirt, you can actually tuck it in your shirt. And I understand that the other masks, I wish I could get up and show you, but the regular mask that you wear, it covers your mouth, outlines your nose and stuff like that. And for guys that have beards, like somebody told me the other day, well, Ferris, that mask you had on before doesn't work because you got a beard. Well, the microfiber cloth covers all of that. You don't see any of that. And like I say, you can tuck it in your shirt. Now, the only drawback is when you go in a store, people start looking at you kind of strange, like, okay, what's up? As I went in the store today and I had I had some shades on and I had this mask on, and they was kind of looking at me a little suspect. But then after a while, when I took my shades off, and they're saying, okay, cool. So this is just a inexpensive way to make a mask. Let me take this up. It's inexpensive. Like I say, you can get microfiber cloths anywhere. It's great. It's simple. Now, the thing is, and I recommend this, once you've wore it out one time, because of the oil that captures so many things, and if you are breathing in contaminants, you want to take that off as soon as you get home. And what I do like about it, instead of having to throw it away like a regular paper mask, you can use it again. You just put it in your washer machine, wash it, at least with a cap full of bleach. It's durable, air dry 'em, and you can use them over and over again. So I've got a bag of microfiber cloths. It's easy, it's convenient. Microfiber cloths come in different colors for those of you who want to be fashion conscious. I'm just trying to stay safe. So anyway, that's my recommendation. I hope this works for somebody. Hope it's an aid to somebody. Sometimes we look at what we don't have, but we need to look at what we do have. Okay. Now, so that's my natural thing. Now, from the spiritual tip, because sometimes I get criticized, Ferris, you always talking about the natural, blah, 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 blah. I just want to say this. When you say, only thing we can do is just pray, I want you to take the word just out of it. That's like the term, you ever heard the term, well, I'm just a child of God. That sounds sad when you say it well, tell them I'm just a child of God. you're just a child of God. The word just almost means like you're only. That doesn't make it, that doesn't really qualify. I'm a king's kid. I'm not just a child of God. I'm a child of God. Okay? And we use the term sometimes, well, the only thing we can do is, well, the only thing we can do is just pray. The only thing we can do is just pray. We make prayer sound so small. Prayer is so important. Tell you how important it is. I'm going to let you guys go. Prayer is so important that of everything that Jesus could have asked the disciples to do when he was getting ready to go on the cross, he asked them to pray. Okay? He didn't ask them to sing. He didn't ask for a sermon. He didn't ask for a praise dance. He didn't ask for a mime, and nothing wrong with any of those things. He wanted them to pray. That's how important prayer is. So think of, out of everything Jesus could have asked disciples to do on his last hour, he asked them to pray. So that alone lets you know. So don't say the only thing we can do is just pray. The Bible says that the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Not in our righteousness, but in the righteousness of Christ. It availeth much. Prayer is a great weapon that we have. Don't take it light. Matter of fact, prayer is so strong that it kept a man from going to hell in a split second. And we all know the story about when Jesus was on the cross and the two thieves was with him, one on the left and one on the right. And one of them said, hey, if you the son of God, man, get us off this cross, dude. Hey, man, you supposed to be this Jesus fella. Get us off this cross. Okay. You can kind of figure where he went. The other man, he had a different mindset. And he said, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner. He prayed. Prayer saved him from going to hell. Okay. Well, Brother Turner, I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in. Okay, that's up to you. We're not going to get into that because I want to keep this on the mask. But I'm just saying I want to encourage your hearts that prayer is powerful. Expect things to happen. Expect things to happen. We're praying for God to just show up and show out in a way that the whole world know it was him. And at the same time, we have a obligation to speak to a thing. And that's why y'all hear me say, if you got ears and you can hear, we have a responsibility to speak to the virus, and we command it to go. We command it to cease and assist. We command the coronavirus to stop its activity. Okay, we can make the difference. All right, Facebook family, that's it for right now. Keep some funny stuff going along with your prayer. Keep watching funny stuff. Keep laughing. Keep laughing. I'm gonna show y'all on my next video. I might give a testimony about how laughter literally saved me from prostate cancer. All right, y'all be good. Be safe. This is your boy Anthony Poindexter Ferris. I'm out.